Let's say you want to buy a soft drink and you're in the supermarket. Um, would you rather choose something you're familiar with, a brand which you're familiar with, or you'd buy something which you never heard about? I think most of us would buy something which we are familiar with. But have you ever wondered how or why they became familiar to us in the first place? Isn't it because of the ads, the advertisement we are seeing consciously or unconsciously, and that is leaving an imprint on our mind, right? But how this becomes an imprint? You can see the ads or commercials that are produced. If you watch them closely, the first thing you notice is they show that their product is very valuable in the first place. I mean, that thing holds most value in our life. That is how the commercial is saying to us. And the second thing is, they never talk about the functionality that much. Rather, they show the commercial as a story. They attach one or other emotion with it and then produce that commercial. That is how we feel that product is familiar to us because it is attached with some emotion. And the third thing is they don't make thousands of videos on the same product. Rather, they make one or two eye-catching videos and then they play it repetitively in between the breaks, in between the video you're watching, in between the movie, every other thing that is possible. The places wherever you can be able to see it could be on shopping mall display, anywhere, right? Wherever you can possibly catch the attention. This is exactly what we are gonna do in Sirianni cards because we don't want to go back to our old methods. Like if you have anger, just shout and scream or cry, do all these things. Rather, we learn something new which we want to do instead of going back to the old method that we know. So we are going to use Sirianni cards, and these Sirianni cards also works in the same manner. They hold a valuable piece of information. It is written very briefly in a way it is relatable to you, and it also has to be repetitive. I mean, you're supposed to repeat these Sirianni cards when and wherever you can possibly read them. Just have a glance at them. But how to write one? The first thing is in the corner you can just draw a picture. For example, here you can see I have drawn a picture where I am angry on one person and pointing you did something and all these things. So this was an incident of anger outburst. Only I know this incident because I have also added few details like the room, and I'm standing in front of the curtain and there is a couch or sofa behind. So I know this place and I can relate to it. You can also draw something like this in the corner. If you're good with drawing, then fine. If you're not good with drawing also, you can try to draw something simple which you can remember. Okay. Then when it comes to the text part, now you know that you have anger issues or something. Now what you're going to do, you're going to research about it, where it is coming from, how it is happening, and what can you do to prevent it. All these things you're going to learn, right? Now, when you learned all these things, if you simply learn and leave it, you're not going to recall it whenever you're going to have an outburst. So what are you going to do is, in this text part, you're supposed to write the statement of it, give it a tagline, then write the statement and write what happened or how you can prevent it. The solution part also need to be in this only small piece of the paper. Okay, everything need to be in brief. Again, you can notice here I'm not saying every solution here. I'm writing the solution which I think I can do. It means it should be relatable to you. Not like if you write down every other solution, you're not going to be able to follow it. Only something which you can actually do, which you think are possible. Some may say just keep silence, or how are you going to keep silence, right? You need to have something. So I have written it as hold your tongue behind the teeth, or wash your hands. All these things are very simple things, or tap your feet. These are simple things which can actually do at that point. You can't simply go and do something out, like if I just write down go and um do something fun when you're angry. I can't do that at that point. It should be, the solution should be simple, in brief, something which is possible. This is how I write. You can find your own method of writing. Okay. Now, these cards should be on your table. When and wherever you can possibly read them, please go through them. And these cards are more like your Bible, Bhagavad Gita, or Quran. You are not gonna read the holy book once and then leave it aside, right? You are gonna read it every day. This is exactly what you are supposed to do with the Sirianni cards. When and wherever you can possibly read, please go through them once.